Hey everybody, now today for my vlog video I will be reviewing the movie Little Monsters. Now before I get started with the shoutouts, I'm going to quote The Chosen One, but very important, special, crucial, I'm probably messed up, that's cool to listen, announcement. If you're going to recommend me any movies or specials the following month of December, I'm going to start reviewing Christmas movies for the month of December, or these holiday movies, or like ABC Family, 25 Days of Christmas, or something like that. So if you have any Christmas movies you want to recommend me that are on YouTube, let me know if you want. But if you're going to recommend me movies, recommend me those movies, because if you recommend me others, I probably won't get to them for like maybe January or February. But without further ado, quick shout outs to people who support me. Dussiaaa, something like that. Sorry if I messed up your name. Wyatt4560 and Smooth96 Criminal. They left some nice comments on my videos. They show me support. Check these people out. Add them as friends. Subscribe. The URLs are in the description box down below. Now back to Little Monsters. Little Monsters is an 80s movie that was recommended to me by Theforceq, who recommended me a movie last week called Howard the Duck, another 80s movie. Actually recommended me 3. And it stars Fred Savage, who I think is one of his earlier movie roles, as a kid named Brian, who he and his family moves to a new town, and he just hates it. And people are being dicks to him. I mean, the school bullies being, of course, a dick to him. The principal's being a dick to him. His dad's kind of being a little bit of a dick to him, and he's someone who's a little bit of a dick to his brother. But one night, his younger brother Eric, played by Ben Savage, complains about a monster under his bed, and he and his friends literally think that is his monster. And so Brian, sorry I messed up names. Brian's kind of like, no it's not, and then Eric and his friend are like, yes it is, and we'll prove it to you. We'll switch rooms. And so Brian's like, okay. So they switch rooms, and while Brian is in bed at night, he starts hearing these weird things, and he soon later sees the monster and befriends it, and it is Maurice, played by Deal or No Deal host Howie Mandel. And he shows up, and he's kind of like, he sees how much his life sucks, so he's kind of like, hey, come down to the underworld with me, it'll be awesome. And he goes down, and Brian is just in heaven, just you can do anything you want, whatever you want, stay up late, there's a bunch of animals, baseball games, strippers, hookers. Well, not strippers or hookers, but come on, that'd be cool though. Anyway, so he's thinking, I could go with this. I could really like this. But then, as the movie progresses, things we see that's not all fun and games. And the reason why is, I'm gonna wait till you watch the movie and find that out. And the movie is actually, once again, really good. So Theforceq, thank you for those recommendations. I have yet to watch The Goonies. I have a DVR, but I still have yet to watch it, but thanks. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie, Little Monsters. It was directed by Richard Greenberg, who doesn't sound like he did many movies, so maybe, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And it was written by Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio, who this was their first screenwriting debut, but then they were basically a team, and they went on to write so many successful movies. They wrote Aladdin, they wrote The Road to El Dorado, Shrek, all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies they wrote. So some very talented guys. They know dialogue for kids. And like I said, I enjoyed this. I liked Fred Savage and Ben Savage. I liked one of their earlier roles. I liked Howie Mandel. I only know him from Deal or No Deal, but I don't know what he's as an actor. Apparently he did a comic stand-up. I don't know what's with that, but I don't know. But he actually was pretty good in here. He actually got me some chuckles. And Daniel Stearns was who you'll know as Marv. Yeah, Marv from the Home Alone movies, 1 and 2 at least. As the sidekick to Joe Pesci's character, if you don't know already. And speaking of that, I'm pretty sure, but I think the bully is played by the guy who plays Macaulay Culkin's character Kevin McAllister, his older brother, Buck. Yeah, I think it is Buck or whatever. But it was something with a B, whatever. He's kind of a red hair, kind of chubby kid, and he's Kevin's older brother in Home Alone, in the first 2 Home Alone movies. I think that's who he plays. I'm pretty sure, though I could be wrong, but it looks like the same kid. So if I'm wrong, let me know. But yeah, I like, and also, this is in a way kind of doing. A lot of movies did like they kind of borrowed from Beetlejuice. Like apparently, like in the late '90s, they borrowed from Dumb and Dumber. Well, in the early '90s, they borrowed from Beetlejuice. And this is actually one of the better Beetlejuice steal clones, if you will. Okay, I think Beetlejuice, I think it's a good movie, but I don't think it's great like everyone says. I do like The Visionary World, though. And Little Monsters, of course, is good. Drop Dead Fred, let's not talk about it. You already read the review, or saw the review. And, but yeah, and, although I will say one thing that they kind of did well in 2 parts is the gross out humor. If you know me, I'm not really a big fan with gross out humor. But it actually worked because I heard Siskel and Ebert like panned it on their show, like they kind of hated it, and they said it was depressing for kids. This is not a kid. Okay, this is not a kids movie. Okay, like this is maybe for like kids 8 and over. This is not for like the small kids, and because the premise is for kids, but not the whole movie. I mean, I think because it's Monsters Incorporated from Pixar is kind of the same thing. The monsters kind of being afraid of something in terms. And I think for the younger kids, rent Monsters Incorporated. For the older ones, rent Little Monsters. But anyway, the gross out humor. There's a scene in here where I heard about it and I thought it was gonna suck, but whatever. But it didn't actually. The bully who is the jerk, because Brian and the monster kind of start invading houses and wrecking everybody, all the stuff. And they enter the bully's house and they take his sandwich for the tomorrow and he puts some crap on it. I think tuna or something. And then the monster, Maurice, takes the apple juice, pours it out, pisses in it, puts the cap back on, and puts it back in. But I actually thought it was kind of amusing. However, there's one joke, gross out joke that didn't work for me. Was the one where one of the first nights he takes a burger from Brian's nose and eats it. I was like, ugh. But I can get over that. You know, like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. I would give it 3 stars. Like it's not up there with like the classics, but it's a good movie. If you want an 80s kind of movie like this, then go rent this movie. Now I want to know a few things in the comment box. 1, have you seen this movie? 2, did you like this movie? 3, what was your favorite movie by the Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio production team? Their screenwriter team. Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't even answer that one. And also, did Richard Greenberg do any movies? That's question 4. And question 5, what is your favorite 80s comedy? Like just 80s comedy, kind of kids. It could be a kid comedy or just comedy, but let me know. Well, I guess that's it. See ya.